All right.
And then there was Crescent.
Crescent.
So we're gonna.
Is that Dickhead?
It is not Dickhead. No. Now you've already met Crescent, but we're gonna gloss past that for a second.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'm
please.
gonna keep interrupting you.
I want you to.
As I was told to. This depiction of the being with the antenna on his head is very. I think it's different than any really other depictions of or descriptions of aliens we've seen before. So this is kind of intriguing to me.
It's old.
I mean, the whole thing is, but
his name is Dickhead.
Yes. But yeah, not many have been described with the antenna.
Right, and I love it that they're all on like the same
blue jumpsuit
unit, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like David Huggins again. He had the Nordics, he had the Greys. I don't know if there's anything else. He was passed out for most of it, but
David Huggins.
Did I say David Huggins?
You did.
I'm sorry, Travis Walton.
Yes.
Back in episode 15.
The Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the Nordics. Yes. By the way, Crescent, push the next slide. I forgot I added her late.
Ah, shit.
That's Crescent.
God damn.
Looks like a gray alien with a fucking wig on.
She's a looker. She's a looker.
That's a studly bitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not...
I want you to keep looking at her.
Please. Actually, she is staring into my soul. I went back.
Okay. I saw it in your glasses. Like, wait a minute.
Oh, so you can't see my reflection?
Not on the camera.
Okay.
So great. we're gonna jump now. We're gonna jump to the year 1961 when David was about 17, 18 years old. He didn't say exactly when, but judging off of being 8 and 51, he'd be 17, 18 years old.
Yep.
He was walking in the woods when he saw a woman sitting under a tree.
All right.
She got up and started walking towards him. He then suddenly became very aroused. He would lay down on the ground on his back and reach his climax as they are looking into each other's eyes, which he states was a painful and intense orgasm.
He said a painful?
Yep, it was painful and intense.
Woo!
He then...
I was like, go on.
I've never had one of those. I passed out after. It's like, woo, I put some work in today.
That's it for me tonight.
He would then pass out.
You did a great job.
Yeah, not you, bitch. Shut up. No, I'm joking. I love it. He then would pass out while looking into her eyes.
Is it Crescent?
Yes. He wakes about 15 to 20 minutes later with his pants down around his knees, his pants and underwear, and he quickly gets up and pulls up his pants and underwear, and he got the fuck out of there.
Jesus.
Lennon, next slide. That, my friends, is how David Huggins lost his virginity.
Virginity lost.
You like that? That's why I waited.
God. Shit.
She is just full on cowgirling right there.
She is too. And you can tell he's liking it because he's doing some toe curling.
Toe curling. But look at his arm. It's like, stop!
Oh, that is a painful...
and satisfying. Intense, but painful.
Intense, but painful climax.
Yeah.
Wow. I do not like the soft smirk that Crescent is wearing.
I know. It's an alien. You know, that's what they do.
Wow. She couldn't even do him the courtesy of getting undressed.
Oh, you want to see her undressed, huh?
Oh, not entirely.
Oh, okay. So, I had to see what the next slide was.
Virginity lost.
Yeah, so I thought that'd be a fun little touch.
That's incredible.
So yeah, that's how he lost his virginity. And then at 19, he decided to leave his hometown and go to the New York City.
New York City.
To pursue his passion of painting and the arts.
Well, he did a good job with it.
Yeah, he's a very talented painter. One wet night while he was walking...
Excuse me?
I knew that would get you, but I couldn't plow through. So she said. One wet night when he was walking on the sidewalk or the street or somewhere, anyways, he decided to try to catch a ride, and a black car stopped. I don't know why this is part of the documentary, but I added it because, well, fuck it. A black car stopped, and a woman was driving, asked if he wanted a ride. He said yes, if he could just take me to the other side of Central Park, that would be so much helpful. I can walk from there. Mm-hmm. He added this story before he tells the next one, so I don't know if this was the same, like if he was trying to say this was her.
Yeah.
Or if this is just a story for the hell of a story. I don't know. So that was preface before this story.
Okay.
That night, he had a dream of a woman's face. The face I already showed you. She had her eyes closed and was coming towards him in the darkness.
Yeah, she was.
That was all he could remember, stating that it was a dream-like state, but it wasn't a dream.
Mm-hmm.
He had this dream every night for the next couple of months with the woman saying, "We will be back tonight," every morning when he woke up. So he'd wake up and he'd hear, "We would be back tonight."
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd come back tonight and he'd see the floating face and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
He would argue with himself through this whole time that he was dreaming. No, it was real. It was too realistic to be a dream. Back and forth, back and forth. And he didn't know what to think. So it was kind of fucking with his head.
Mm-hmm.
Then one morning, while waking, he heard the words again. But this time, he didn't forget them that day. So he remembered them the whole day.
Yeah.
As he was going about his day, he was going to classes and all that. He was coming home from classes, is what I meant to say. So I don't know why I said as he was going. My bad.
Good.
As he was coming home, walking home from class, he passed a florist. He passed a shop full of selling flowers.
A florist.
Florist, thank you. And he sees these flowers in the window, and he decides that if the woman is real, then these flowers are hers. He's a real romantic guy. I like him.
He's an old romantic.
He is. As he went to bed that night, he said, "Those flowers are for you." Upon waking up, the flowers were gone. Next slide.
Interesting. Oh, God.
She's got real manly shoulders, by the way.
Well, it's more so...
She took the flowers, by the way. That's what he was insinuating, that she took the flowers.
Good. She's got a set on her.
She does. Just wait. She has a real set.
All right. But the thing that I'm taking away from this is that she's got white face paint on.
I don't know. I think that's just the way he painted it.
Okay.
I think she had a gray... She said she had a gray... She had a pale face with big eyes. To me, this is after, but I think it's more of like a gray alien trying to fit in type of thing. But anyways.
She looks like she's wearing... he's wearing drag.
Stop it!
Not David, but whoever the hell Crescent
David's in bed in the background while this intruder is just standing there like, "Ooh, flowers."
Got to reapply the face paint.
Oh, man.
Hard to look at, woman.
Yeah, well, the next night, they were, how do you call it? Okay. So they were rubbing...
Genitals.
Let me rephrase this. Okay. This is his quote. The next night, we were rubbing our heads together.
Okay.
He then makes a point to say, "The next time you're with your girlfriend, start rubbing your heads together. Trust me on this." Now, Lennon, go to the next slide. This is them rubbing their heads together.
Is this going to give me a reaction?
It will.
Oh.
They're rubbing their heads together.
With a cuck in the background.
Yeah, you got it. There's the old praying mantis. Just sitting in the corner. Just fucking watching like a creeper.
Oh, God.
Oh, and look at her fingernails, by the way, right by his head there.
Oh, they're long. Mm-hmm. Sensual.
So he said the only difference was the gray, like the pale face, the
her
big
face
eyes.
is morphing in this. She looks more
alien.
No, well, the gray, yes.
Yeah.
But she's getting progressively more human-like features.
Yeah, that might just be his depiction of painting. I think as he went along, the actual depictions got a little better.
Okay.
Because the earlier ones were a little rougher, but as he progressed, they did get better.
I'm also wondering if it was a subconscious type. You're good. Subconscious type thing where he started. If I'm following this right, there's a romance forming.
Yes.
And I'm starting to wonder if he was more so drawing her with more beautiful features as the romance developed in his brain. You know what I mean?
I would say yes. Oh, maybe as he remembered it.
Or she could have been physically changing.
We'll get there, yeah.
Or I could be reading too much into his art.
No, we'll see. Oops. Apparently the scrolling of this does too. My bad. Please don't go to the next slide yet. Just stay there.
I'm not
just
doing
stay
anything.
there. I accidentally did, and
I'm not
I got
doing
scared.
anything until I'm told.
So anyways, next time you're with your wife, start just rubbing your heads together. Let's see where that goes.
All right.
Report back.
I'll give it a shot. I'll see what she says.
He describes the He describes Crescent as having a very nice body, and that the only thing different about her was her very long fingernails, as I pointed out, pale face, and big eyes. He calls Crescent his girlfriend, and then shows one of the first paintings he ever did. Hold on.
Do we have a name?
So can you do... What's that?
Do we have a name for praying mantis?
Shit. We haven't yet, but I have these slides out of order, and I don't want you to see the next one.
Do what you gotta do.
I don't know if I can do it. Anyways, all right. Close your eyes. Push right twice. 1, 2.
Okay.
That's the first drawing he ever drew.